Hello, Heritage. It's me, Kieran Freed, and him, Isaac Delk, for one last time here this semester for the 5-Star News.
Yes, Kieran, and it has been such a great ride. Having to work with First Block and Coach Green has been a great experience.
Sure has, but one more to go before we pass the torch to someone next semester, Ike. So let's make this the best yet.
Sounds like a plan, and we'll start off with our school announcement segment called What's Up Heritage with Brody Morrison and Kieran with the report.
Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to What's Up Heritage. Now, let's get on to your Friday announcements. The Georgia Milestones EOC exams are happening now. They'll go on until next Thursday, so good luck on your test. Also, winter break is getting closer. Only 5 school days left until the start of winter break and the end of the semester. So let's get through these last few days before having 3 weeks of free time. Oh yeah, and map testing is happening too. The reading test is today, and the math test will be on Monday, so be sure to try your best. Now, let's get on to the weather with our weatherman, Brody Morrison.
Thanks, Kieran. And now, let's get on to your weekend weather forecast. For Friday, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with a high of 61 and a low of 36. For Saturday, we'll have light rain with a high of 64 and a low of 53. For Sunday, we'll have more rain with a high of 54 and a low of 31. And for Monday, we'll have sunny skies with a high of 51 and a low of 31. So be ready for those colder temperatures next week. Now, let's get back to our anchors for more news.
Thanks, guys, for the report, even though y'all are still getting stuff put up from What's Up Heritage. To the news now, and we had our tech competition here at the Career Academy on Thursday, and it involved multiple schools like LFO, RHS, our school, and some middle school and primary schools as well. How'd it go? Here's me and Kieran with the report. Yeah, so I competed for video for the tech competition here at the Career Academy. Definitely a fun time, and honestly, it was pretty good. No, other than that, my video was about the Heritage basketball team, basically like highlights from that moment. Overall, it went really well. The judges really seemed to like it. Even one of them wanted me to work for them. So, I mean, hey, I'll take that any day.
I'm really proud of Isaac. He's been awesome for me in the video production class all this semester. He's been unbelievable, and to see him get rewarded for the product he's putting out there is awesome. It's a big time deal. To be able to present something, have it win an award is awesome, and it's not easy making these videos that he's putting together. The editing's intense, it's insane. He has to shoot the video as well, so to put that together and have someone recognize it and award it first place is pretty special.
Yeah, it feels really good to get this award. I mean, knowing that, I put in the time, I put in the effort. Well, I got to show him basically like the process of how we normally do this stuff, so overall, it's a really great time to do this thing, and what's up next? I think we do region and then state, but I mean, I really don't know about that much yet.
I can see him doing it, for a long time and making it a career. So I'm really proud of him and all the other kids that went over there to compete. That's a pretty big deal, and I hope it gives him confidence. Even if, as much as I tell him, he's still got to have confidence in himself to go out and do it.
Now on to the news, and with Christmas right around the corner now, Isaac.
Yep, 7 days and counting.
The school is starting to crank out some of their annual events to welcome in the holiday season.
And one of those events is put on by our English department around this time of year.
Yeah, it's called Books with Santa. How does it work, you might ask?
Well, let's tell you now. Here's 5-Star News reporters David Butler, Park Scott, and Gabe Guffey with the event preview.
I'm going to talk about the NEHS, which is the National English Honor Society, their Books with Santa event. This is our big community service project that the kids at NEHS do. It's on December 16th, and it's for kids in the community, K through 2nd grade, who maybe need to find a book or just want to understand how fun reading is. So we add Santa in there to kind of make Santa tell them that reading is going to be fun.
So last year we started this thing called Books with Santa. This year will be our 2nd year, but basically we host just like an activity for elementary school students where they can come to Heritage and they each get to pick out a book for themselves and for their friends that they want, and we will wrap that for them too. And there's also just a bunch of activities there. Last year we had like letters with Santa. We did a craft. There's like a craft station, and then last year we also like built snowmen with donuts and stuff.
They come into our library and they're going to meet Santa and Mrs. Claus. Then they're going to go do a craft project. We're going to make some puff paint, and they're going to puff paint a Christmas tree. They get a chance to pick out a book. We'll have a huge selection of books on library tables, and they get to pick one for them. They also get to put a second one to have wrapped by an elf to take to a friend, so that way they get to give a book out.
This year we're doing similar activities. They're going to be slightly different, but we're still doing like crafts, and then our like fun food activity this year will be decorating cookies, but like the books and everything will remain the same.
They're going to make Christmas tree, well, it's actually Christmas ornament cookies. They're also going to get a story read to them, and we have some games. So it's just a fun day for them, where our kids are trying to tell them that it's okay to be a reader, and reading is fun, and we're just tying it in with the Christmas season.
This activity is just to help elementary school students develop a love for learning, and especially for literature. And it's just to spread like happiness and fun during the Christmas season.
That's always a great way to help out kids in our area.
Definitely is. And moving on now to some things happening down in the theater.
Yep, and that sure has been a busy place this week, with the band concert on Tuesday night, the high school and middle school concert last night, and the big Christmas musical cabaret that takes place tonight.
Goodness, a lot of music down there for sure. Well, we here at the show talked to Mr. Wynn and some students about the events on Tuesday and Thursday. Here's the report.
The Christmas concert went great. We had the symphonic band play first at 7, and then the jazz band played at 7:30, and then the wind ensemble finished out the concert starting at 8 o'clock. Well, the crowd seemed to enjoy it quite a bit. It was well attended. The wind ensemble got an enthusiastic standing ovation at the end. Everybody seemed to really enjoy the concert.
I think it went very well. All of the soloists, Emily Taylor, and during the jazz performance, Riley Case, Ethan Bruce, just all of the soloists that we had.
I always love the Christmas concert, but it is a busy schedule in the fall. You know, we had our marching season just ended less than a month ago, and then we put our veterans concert in a few weeks ago, and then now the Christmas concert. So it was definitely a really, really busy fall, but it's always fun to do the Christmas concert to celebrate Christmas.
There's always things that need to be improved on, like just basics. We end up like getting so focused on like the more important things, but we always forget like the basics, like scales and tone and such like that.
Good stuff for sure. If you want to hear more of that, be sure to get here tonight for the big cabaret at 7 p.m.
Break time now, Kieran, but sport is right around the corner.
Basketball and wrestling in the mix.
Oh, and entertainment too. Stick with us, sports is next.
What's that sound? Oh no! Wait!
What should I get?
Stop! Don't buy that! Buy this raffle ticket and help kids in need.
Wait, that's a good idea. Let me go buy one. Get out of my way. I'm trying to buy a raffle ticket.
I want to buy one too. Can we please buy tickets?
Yeah, I'd love to sell you a ticket. It's $1 a ticket.
What do you win?
I can't tell you what they are because they're a mystery. But in the past, we have given away Apple Watches and gaming systems and iPads.
Can I buy 5?
Yeah, I'd love to sell you 5.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's sports time. Me and Skylar, we have basketball and wrestling for you today.
Okay, good deal. So let's start with basketball. And kind of an odd scheduling quirk. Our boys and girls took on Dalton this past Tuesday for their second meeting with the Cats in about 5 days.
Yeah, that's weird. And for the girls, it was a chance for the season sweep.
And for the guys, it was an opportunity to get a little revenge for their tough loss last Friday night.
How'd it go Tuesday? Here's Charlie in the cut with the recaps of both games.
Lost a tough one last night on the road, obviously at Dalton. Lots of layers to it. I think we had those guys on Friday, so to turn back around and play them on Tuesday, it's kind of weird scheduling thing, so it's sort of difficult. But thought we wasn't our night at all. I thought, I don't know if any one particular thing it could have caused. I think that we had a great day of practice on Monday. great day of preparation. Just didn't perform to the level of expectations that we have. And
we played okay. We didn't play to our best ability. We need to work on having good energy from the start and playing with effort. Tori Epps did pretty good. The starting five did pretty good, but just slow energy is what hurt us.
As well as we played on Friday, we played equally as poor last night. Sometimes you just have those nights and you chalk it up to a bad night and you move on, which is what we're going to do. We're going to rip it off like a Band-Aid and move on to the next game, which is also going to be a challenge for us. But I think Dalton's length and athleticism bothered us a little bit in their zone. They extended it out, pestered our shooters a little bit. We turned it over a few times early in the game, kind of settled in for a minute, the second quarter, third quarter. But then by then, we'd already dug ourselves a little bit too much of a hole. So next day, new play next day, so we're moving on. Preparation, watch some film today over the Dalton game, find out what we did wrong, try to improve on in practice, get ready to play Silverdale and Ringgold this weekend. Big weekend coming up, so need everybody at the Taj if possible.
Yeah, last night Dalton lost 48-33. I challenged the kids before the game and on Monday at practice, like really just to get better at rebounding, play with more intensity, play with better effort. And I thought we did that. So that was much better from Friday's game. But if you can't score, like, you're probably not going to win. And holding a team like Dalton to 48 points, like, that's plenty good enough on the defensive end, but just can't score the basketball, really struggling to shoot it.
So we played Dalton Tuesday. Played pretty good. Couldn't score, though. It was a low-scoring game. Played good defense, rebounded well, but we just couldn't score. I mean, some of our players that needed to score a lot didn't, and we got to fix that going into the rest of the year, going into next few games. And if we fix that, I think we'll be fine.
2 tough losses for sure, Evan.
Let's try to get back on the winning track tonight here at home against Silverdale.
To wrestling now, and Coach Kraft's guys did just that Tuesday over at Gordon Lee, Evan.
Yes, we did, Skylar. 3 big wins in our quad meet with the Trojans, Armurchie, and Coosa.
We talked to some wrestlers and Coach Kraft about winning night and got a little preview of the big tournament this weekend up in Chattanooga at the McCall Invitational.
Well, the wrestling team, we had a great night the other night on Tuesday going down to Gordon Lee. We had some tough matches but came out on top, going 3-0. We started off wrestling Armurchie and had a close match with them. We had to bump Caden Taylor up, and he got the job done, and we ended up beating them by 5. Then we wrestled Coosa, and we pretty much put a whipping on them. We beat them 57-21, and then we had a tough match with Gordon Lee, but all of our guys stepped up and wrestled really well, and we ended up beating Gordon Lee 51-30. So I'm proud of the way the guys wrestled on Tuesday. Our season record's now 10-6. We're getting ready to go into McCallie, which is going to be a super tough tournament. It's going to be tougher than the state tournament. It's going to have like multiple state champions in the brackets, and there's going to be over 40 teams there. So it's really going to challenge our guys, but it helps them get ready for the end of the season when we're getting ready to go for a region and state.
Welcome back, y'all.
Georgia. What is a fall break activity you did?
I'm here with
Nolan, big step for Kayla.
Hello and welcome back to College Football Corner.
Thanks for sports, you guys. And now it's time for some entertainment on this Friday.
And this is one of the few times that we'll be saying this one more time with our friend Nate Troubaugh with College Football Corner.
We now know who's in the Final Four playoffs.
Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama.
What we don't know is who our panel likes to win in these games.
But we're about to find out. Here's Nate with College Football Corner.
Hello and welcome back to the second to last episode of College Football Corner. Now, we had an off week last week where we didn't do an episode, but we're back this week and next week for College Football Corner. Now, the way this show is going to work today We don't have an evaluation, but we do have predictions. We'll be going to our 4 predictors and asking them who they think will win the national championship. So let's send it on over to them. All right, back here with Hayden Mullins for his final prediction of this show. Now, Hayden, simple question today. Who do you think is going to win the national championship?
I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be Michigan and Texas in the national championship, and I think Texas will barely pull through.
All right, thank you. All right, back here with Mr. Lee for his final prediction. Who do you think will be in the national championship, and who do you think will win it?
Alabama over Texas in the rematch.
All right, thank you. Back here with Kayla Lopez, final prediction for the year. Now, Kayla, who do you think will be in the national championship, and who do you think will win it?
I think Michigan is going to be in the national championship as well as Texas, and I think Michigan is going to take it all the way.
All right, thank you. Back here with the man in first, Bobby Hunt, for his final prediction. Now, Bobby, who do you think will be in the national championship, and then who do you think is going to come out on top?
Well, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I'm going to say Michigan and Texas, and Michigan win it all.
All right, thank you.
And, Cody Lee, how far is last place? How far is that? I know you was coming after me. Let me tell you, brother, I'm number 1.
And since I don't know absolutely anything about football, Isaac, I asked Coach Green to tell me who he thinks will win these last games.
And what did he say?
He says Bama will beat Michigan and Texas will take out Washington, setting up a rematch of Alabama versus Texas for the title.
Sounds pretty good. Who do you have winning on that one?
He didn't say, but I do know he's an Alabama fan, so probably Bama.
I know I won't like that, and I can see that. Moving on now to our 5-star, no-star guys now.
Yep, and we haven't seen this segment in a few weeks, but they are back today.
They sure are, and for their final segment of the season, they are taking us a back look at their favorite skits of the semester, so let's check it out.
Welcome back, y'all.
For the last time, I'm Sarah Sailors.
And I'm Brianna Wilson.
And this week, we put a few of our favorite clips from the 5-star, no-star sports competition.
Yes, and it's been really fun this year.
Yes, it's the end of an era. But we really enjoyed this semester with you guys, and we hope to see y'all soon.
Thank y'all. Bye.
2-point shootout competition.
It's actually a 3-point, but she gets confused on basketball, so.
Oh.
Ooh. I deserve the 5-star because I'm just best at golf, and Sarah is not really good, so.
She's literally lying to you guys because that's why we asked everybody around in Catoosa County, and they said Sarah Sellers is the winner. So just be quiet and just take the fact that you're a sore loser and can't take that you lost to a retired athlete. So
she's not an athlete at all. So
actually, I did cheer. So I am an athlete. I did all-star cheer and competition cheer and spirit cheer, so just be quiet.
Oh my God, Sarah.
And that's why
we'll catch y'all next week.
Nice, guys. Thanks for a crazy segment all semester.
And finally to our last segment of the fall semester.
Yep, and this one comes from our taste tournament crew of Michelle Jiang, Austin Campbell, Lily Anderson, and Kai Courtney.
Last week I took part in the Oreo Challenge, Kieran, and got them all right.
You sure did, Isaac. But this week, the principal, Scott, bellied up to the bar to take his shot. Let's see how he fared in the Oreo taste test.
Who are we with?
Hello, I'm Dr. Scott. I'm assistant principal at Heritage High School.
Are you ready to eat some Oreos?
You better believe it.
I'm going to give you your first one. Close your eyes. Here.
Okay. That tastes like regular Oreo.
Regular?
I would say regular. Okay. All right, next. It's unique.
Unique.
Peanut butter. for sure. Peanut butter. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Oh, that's mint. That's mint. I hate mint. They make those?
They make those.
Wow. Oh my. Let's move on to the next one, please.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of plain. Not as tasty as the others. It's either golden or generic. I'll say golden, actually. I think that's golden. Okay.
Okay.
And the final one?
The final
I
one.
still can't get the mint out of my taste. Okay. Good. That's generic. Sorry.
No.
Generic.
Generic. Okay. So how did you got them all right, but like what was your thought process?
Well, you know, as a bigger guy, I do like eating, obviously. So I take a lot of pride in that. The mint was god awful. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. They shouldn't even put those in the store, obviously. Overall, you know, I appreciate getting asked to do this because I got to eat 5 Oreos either way.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
And Mr. Scott passes with flying colors.
He sure did, but he couldn't stand the mint either.
Nope, but with that, sadly, Isaac, this will wrap up our final edition of the 5-Star News for the fall.
Yep, and I think we made a good team for the past 4 months.
I think so too, and I think we got better each Tuesday and Friday.
Yep, and we had a good time doing it too.
True, some great feedback from Superintendent Nix.
And Mr. Leslie as well, don't forget about him.
And even local 3 TV Hall of Famer David Carroll visited to let us know he thought we were doing.
And believe it or not, he was very positive.
And with all that, that makes us feel great. We hope you guys have enjoyed watching these shows as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to you.
But for now, it's time to hand these mics to some new faces for the spring semester.
So until then, have an awesome last few days of school and a Merry Christmas. And as always, stay classy, Heritage.